Hello, I'm Christina Dolin. Everyone calls me Tina. I work here at the Crystal Lotus Shop as the Reiki Master. I have been doing Reiki since 2001. And so October 2001 was my first Reiki class that I took. And then I became a master on April the 4th of 2004. It's very easy for me to remember. And then I took Karuna Reiki in 2010. What I do is everyone will come in, they would be relaxed, we'll do energy work, working to relax the body and to be comfortable. And what it is, when you go through Reiki, you have an attunement process that we look to where the energy will flow through you. And you use the energy that's flowing through your hands and following placements down the chakras on the body. And
are you touching them?
sometimes we do not touch the private parts at all.
Are they comfortably laid on the bed? Are
Yeah.
they supposed to undress?
Oh no, fully clothed.
Mm-hmm.
If someone would ask you as part of the Reiki session to get undressed for Reiki, go somewhere else. It is not necessary.
Okay.
And some people will tell you even to remove your shoes, but I always look at it that is a preference that's for the client. Some people are not comfortable with taking off the shoes for various reasons. So I always look at the Reiki will flow through your shoes as well, any clothing or anything you're wearing. So you come as you are, lay on the table, and I will go through the hand process of placing hands to do the Reiki work. And in that, I can do the session completely hands off. I don't have to touch anyone. But normally I do touch around the head and through the stomach area and down the legs and on your back. But it's not necessary. I can do it completely hands off. Like some people who are don't like to be touched, I can do the entire session hands off.
What, someone that's never had it, what are they going to feel?
Well, it varies with some people, but most people feel very relaxed. I can't tell you how many people have fell asleep while I do this because they become so relaxed and so comfortable. And some people will feel through, like for my hands, people will tell me they'll feel like I have a heating pad in place of my hands because they feel the warmth coming through my hands. But I don't feel that myself. What I feel is like the tingling sensation, and I can feel the energy moving through my hands, but I don't feel the heat.
Mm-hmm.
What I feel is the heat from the clothing or the skin that my hands may be on. That's how I feel the warmth. It's not something I feel come through me, but the person I'm doing the Reiki for feels that energy. It has heat coming from my hands.
Mm-hmm. What are some things Reiki can help with? What are some things Reiki cannot help with?
Well, Reiki can help with almost anything. Now, even if you're sending it by distance or by on hand, if you have headaches, if you're very stressed, it can be very peaceful and very relaxing. Reiki is touted as being much of a stress reliever, and that is very true because it will relieve that burden. A lot of people hold tension in their shoulders and such, or have pain in the lower back, and that will help with those as well as to relieving those symptoms. And Reiki will go where it's needed. I may not always know where it's needed, but it does, and it will go to where it is needed to heal or help relieve whatever may need to be helped.
And do you charge for distant Reiki sessions?
I haven't.
Okay.
I have not. At this point, I have not, because I look at it as if it's needed. I feel that when you ask somebody to send it to you by distance, you always wonder if you're paying for it, did they really send it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just me. That's my personal preference. Some
Mm-hmm.
people do charge for distance. I have not.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel more that I can send it, I can program it to go for a certain length of time, like for 2 weeks, a month, however it's necessary. I can ask it to go so many times through the day or as needed, so whenever somebody's having problems and they don't feel well, that if I send them distant Reiki, even though it's not on that scheduled every 3 times a day, if it falls in between that, Reiki will kick in because they know that it's needed, and they will help with that.
Where do you see your Reiki come from?
Where do I see my Reiki come from? I see it as from the heavens. I feel that when we go through the attunement process to attune to Reiki, the angels, your guides, because when you take level 1 Reiki, you are assigned a Reiki guide at that point in time, who is there to help you and go through this process and work with you in giving Reiki to everyone and giving you advice that you may not hear, but you know that you're being guided with that. But I just say it's from the heavens. It could be from God, Jesus, the angels, the archangels, Reiki guides, healing guides, all this, whatever gods or goddesses you may believe in, that is where this energy comes from, is from the heavens. So I just use the heavens as a whole because there's so many people who come to work with you and help you with this.
Okay. All right.
I'd like to thank you for joining us today. And if you have any other questions about Reiki or my practices in general, just give me a call or call the shop at Crystal Lotus Shop and we'll help you as much as we can. Thank you.